Hey, what's up, everybody? I know it's Sunday and this is a day late, but I still wanted to participate in Joe the Horror Man Slashback Saturday. This week's category was Killer Toys, so I decided to watch the movie Dolls. And now, this isn't the movie Dolls from 1987. This is a newer one which came out this year. I'm going to go ahead and play the trailer and then I'll talk about it.
I have a problem, I know. I'm trying to fix it.
Hey, Ma. Hope you don't mind me crashing for a bit.
You're not supposed to be here.
Neither are you.
You don't need to see me like this.
Where the hell did you come from?
Hello?
The attic dolls live up the stairs. You'll hear them laugh and run up there. But when you go upstairs to play, they'll be standing still each day. If you turn your back on them, you'll hear them run around again.
What happened to your face?
And if you get to see them move, that is when they'll come for you.
You have to burn them, the dolls. They're evil.
You can't hide from the attic dolls.
They'll watch you from inside the walls. When you try to run from them,
That's when the real fun begins.
Leave me alone!
When you reach the story's end is when we get inside your head.
All right, and that's Dolls. Its runtime is an hour and 25 minutes. I'll go ahead and read the synopsis about it. Struggling children's book author and his rebellious teenage daughter move into a house they've inherited and find mysterious dolls in the attic. The father and daughter soon learn that the dolls have a sinister and deadly past. It was directed by Cole Carvin, written by Justin Hawkins, stars Thomas Downey as Robert, Dee Wallace as Margaret, Trinity Simpson as the daughter Sammy, Brett Green as James, Elise Muller is Lynn, the mother, who we see a couple of times in the movie. She's separated from the husband because of his alcoholism, and then she cheated, and a whole bunch of drama going on there. Melinda Decay is Edna, who was the mother that was killed, and the house inherited to her son. Robert R. Ryle is Henry. And Scott Anthony Gould is the voice of the dolls. I'll go ahead and show you some images. Now it starts out in the beginning, Henry, that guy right there, he's at his house. He gets a knock at the door. No one's there. It turns out the three dolls are after him. He sees them and he's freaking out, and he runs to the bathroom and he ends up killing himself, which we find out why later on. Then it jumps to the few minutes later to the beginning, and Robert is coming into his mother's house, moving in, since he's separated from his wife, and as he goes in, he sees Tommy, one of the dolls, standing by the staircase, which he thinks is kind of weird, but doesn't think anything out of the ordinary is going on. Brings it upstairs to the attic, and he sees the two other dolls, so that's how he gets the idea of the attic dolls for a book that he wants to write. It's either the first or second night. His daughter moves in. She ran away from home because her mother is, quote, a bitch. He tells her not to talk about the mom that way. And he ends up letting her stay reluctantly. He didn't want her to be there while he was drinking and writing his book. Turns out the daughter is also on some medication, which plays into part later because she doesn't take it anymore. And her father thinks that it's side effects from stopping cold turkey, giving her hallucinations and causing her to act out. We also meet Dee Wallace, who comes by wanting to speak to Edna, not knowing that she had passed away, saying that her brother is Henry, that had ended up killing himself, and she was the only one that could help. The actor, Thomas Downey, Robert, had to go to a meeting about his book, so we got Margaret talking to Sammy for a bit and said that her brother had multiple personality disorder, and that the aunt had helped him. And I don't know what brought it up, but Sammy was saying that there were some dolls up in the attic, and Dee Wallace freaks out when she goes upstairs to look for the dolls. She takes off. Sammy comes back down without the dolls because for whatever reason they weren't in the corner where they had been left. So that's weird. The dolls are moving around, obviously, as us the viewers know what's going on, but she's still kind of confused. Dee Wallace comes back later on saying how they're evil and they need to be destroyed, and that they were the cause of the grandmother's death. Edna and her brother had killed himself because they were demons that were possessing him. They were in the dolls, and he didn't want to be possessed again. That's why he killed himself. And so she's kind of freaked out, has Margaret leave, and she tells James what's going on, who she had met earlier on when he came to do the housework for Edna, and he too didn't know that Edna had died, and she had a crush on him, lied about her age and everything, until her dad said she was only 17. Of course, even though he said he was respectful and nothing would happen, he disobeys the dad. And after the second visit from Margaret, that kind of freaked out Sammy because she has been hearing things and thinks that it might be true. He tells her how she's just a crazy lady. They're upstairs in the bedroom making out, and before they were going to go do something else, Sammy said she had to change, so James goes downstairs, and he ends up not making it, being one of the victims of the dolls there. And then the dolls go after her, of course, and then when the father comes home, thinks that she had killed him because, like I was saying, the medication being off that, making her go crazy. I won't say what happens after that, but it's interesting that he doesn't want his daughter to go to jail, what he's willing to do. And then the mom shows up after, and some more shit goes down. It's basically, the dolls are doing stuff and no one believes her until it really starts happening and they realize that, this is really happening to them. It's got a good twist ending, some good kills. I don't really want to go too much more into it because I doubt many people have seen this since it's so new. Definitely check it out. Check out Joe the Horror Man if you haven't already. And that's it. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time.